Very glad you got your first and choice of the star cast, because it's quite a delicious star cast here. You're just gorgeous. And Benedict, I think you're actually quite yummy. You really are quite yummy, and
there is a question coming.
There are actually
Alan Turing's quite yummy.
Thank you. There are actually two questions, and it's to Benedict. Which aspect of that role did you identify most with? That's question one. We've established that you're not a war hero or a math genius or a gay icon. But I am curious what aspect of that you associated yourself with. But the second question, which is a real important question, is in celebration of the theme of the film, which is that it's alright to embrace difference, and it's okay to be a little bit different. And I'd like to ask Benedict, would I be able to feast on your yumminess and request for...
I think we're going to move on, I'm sorry. Let's move over here.
Sorry, I've already taken.
Thank you.
Well, I think I answered the first part of the serious part of your question before, which is right. That's a gear change. I didn't think I was going to get through this Q&A because I'm getting so upset about a man that died age 41 and now I'm being called yummy by someone who wants to taste my deliciousness. Oh, the jingle jangle of stuff. Yeah, so...
I was really hoping we would get through this.
To be serious for a minute, you know, like I said before, it is impossible to encapsulate all the extraordinary nature of this man. And the one thing I really hooked into was the idea that as I think we all do, we're all at certain points of our life affected by people or by moments, and we're all capable of great ideas, not necessarily as great as him, but I found that, like I said before, he was so conditioned by his circumstance. He wasn't some autistic or Asperger, and you know, those labels are very dangerous to immediately attach to a character if you know anything about people who do have Asperger's or autism. And as far as I could tell, it seemed there's just a direct understanding, a direct correlation between how he was brought up, his experiences at school, the people he encountered, and who he was in his behaviour, how he was in his behaviour. And it's also the thing that brought him great. I mean, even in the trials of his last 2 years of his life, when estrogen was ripping apart his body and destroying the faculties of his mind, he managed to turn that into a curiosity and focus his work in science on morphogenesis, this idea of the changing of cells, the manipulation of them and how they mutate and adapt to circumstances in their environment or stimuli. And it was just a word and a question that made him begin to understand how to transform the process of mathematics into something that wasn't mechanical, could be realized in a machine. Computers originally were like wrens. They were literally rooms full of women who would be doing endless calculus. If you were a computer, you were one of those women. And he just from a word imagined the physical world and the mental world colliding and coming into one idea, which is just extraordinary. A very, very sensitive soul, a very sensitive human being, and that's what I tried to apply of myself to him.
Thank you.